Oh yeah, you can get them all. So this is the one we're most excited for, right?
Yeah, Malachi Mackinson. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's like Mad Eye Moody.
He's a slayer. He blew up a load of like fellow dwarf engineers, I think is his backstory.
Because he's a bit of a goofball.
Yeah.
But his backstory is not funny.
No.
He's basically the dwarf engineer who built the Challenger shuttle. And that's why he's a slayer now, because he killed everyone. Which is horrible.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oopsie poopsie.
And I don't know if he's taking his Slayer oath properly. Like, he's got the haircut,
Yeah.
but I think he's still just doing wacky engineering stuff.
But maybe the way he builds machines, that's probably more dangerous than going and fighting a greater demon.
Oh, you're right. And I guess he's got plausible deniability, because if he just gets other Slayer engineers to man all of his stuff, and if he's like, they died, but it's for the greater good.
Yeah,
We
they
have
took
to
on the most
advance.
dangerous challenge of all, riding in my airship.
Yeah, with me. Kaboom. Yeah, very good.
So we start up here in like Norselands. Do you know like those dwarves who inexplicably live up here?
Is this where in the book Demon Slayer, that's when Gotrek and Felix get a ride with Malachi Mackinson up to the north, and that's where the dwarfs eat blind fish.
Oh, okay.
Is this that hold?
I haven't read that book, but I'm going to say yes. Because we start with Gotrek and Felix in our army.
I think I know all of the lore. Kneel before me.
Oh, great Lorehammer King! Bestow on us your wisdoms.
You love that Tom gave up pronouncing Malachi Mackinson. Is that not his name?
I don't know.
How do you pronounce it?
You've read the book.
Yeah, but apparently I read it wrong.
You always see that though. Like, there's always
Oh, people whinging.
no people. Yeah,
Babies
people
fucking whinging.
Babies whinging. Exactly.
This made-up fantasy name. You pronounced it wrong.
I made a different noise in my head when I read that word.
Machiason. Is that how you... God, yeah, I definitely say it wrong. I think I read it wrong once, and then it's stuck in my head.
Well, because who reads a name once you've read it once? Like, I actually have gone through entire fantasy books thinking, oh, that's the elf whose name starts with E. And I couldn't tell you their name because I would just see that long, impronounceable...
Right.
And I'd just be like, yep, E elf. Great.
Yeah, it's that one.
I hope there isn't another an elf who starts with E.
Yeah, I hard agree.
Malachi Mackinson. Now
Mackinson. It's not how I'm going to say it ever again.
Slayer oath.
I was thinking about that Galadriel Lord of the Rings intro the other day.
Uh-huh.
It's really good.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's hard to pull off the lore dump at the beginning of a fantasy or sci-fi film. Normally it's just like, oh, and that's a good one. But there is that one bit where she's like, 3 rings were given to the fairest of all beings. And then she shows a picture of herself going, ooh.
You know what? The victors write the history, Ben.
That's true.
Like, if I get to write the history, I'll be like, there was a stream done by a handsome bearded hero and his goblin sidekick.
Oh, I like that you're keeping it nice and vague.
People
People can project their own assignment of roles.
Yeah, but you wanna kind of like make it. You want to jazz yourself up in the future when other people are then hearing about the legend.
That's true. That's
They're like,
true.
I heard one of them was the most beautiful in the land. Hey, yeah, we met you. Weren't you in this thing? And,
Oh, thank
well,
you.
if you say I was the most beautiful in the land. Samwise, 2450 donates $3. Thank you, Samwise.
Thank you all.
They say pie for the pie god and data for his data throwing. It's finally Wednesdays. Looking forward to this. I placed on the new Dwarf Lord and upgrade his cannons to Grape Shot is insane. So chop me up. Something artillery. Plus Brian Blessed as Gotrek is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I don't know if I love it.
Really? Is it too Brian Blessed?
Yeah. He's a bit too animated and a bit too like jovial. Like I want him to be way more grim and dour.
I can understand that.
Gotrek's meant to be a pretty moody guy.
Yeah, where they've made him more fucking honeydew.
Yeah, exactly. He has a bit more of that energy about him.
Which is also fun, but different.
Yeah, not exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah. I mean, because I've never read any of the Gotrek books, so I don't have any, like, pre-formed idea in my head of what he would be like.
Oh.
So, as far as I'm concerned, you need to shut up.
Wow.
That's how the internet goes, though, doesn't it?
No.
Like, I have a different experience to you, so shut your fucking mouth.
So shut the fuck up right now, because my experience is clearly the prime timeline.
Yeah, you're the weird one.
What the hell? Man, someone asked me a funny question the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking with some people I know.
What? You know people?
I know people. I know other people.
What the fuck?
And they are not nerds at all.
Oh, my God.
And but they're really into like films and TV and stuff. And one of them, we've been talking about the Fallout TV show.
Oh, yeah.
And then we moved on to like they brought up Henry Cavill making the Warhammer.
Oh no, Tom! Did you suddenly then just explode into?
No, well,
and now they don't know you anymore.
well,
They're like, oh my God, I didn't know Tom was one of those people.
well, they were like, one of them was just like, oh yeah, I've been watching like lore videos. And he's like, oh yeah, like I'm not entirely sure what they'll do, like where they'll go, like how they're gonna do it. And he's like, so do you know anything about Warhammer lore?
Oh no!
I was like,
the worst question they could ask.
oh my sweet
Those
boy.
fools!
I have so many Warhammer poo stories, but I don't think he didn't really get it. He was like, what?
Well, I guess he didn't know enough about it to know how weird that is.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
He was just thought, oh my God, I've opened a box of fucking
this
scat
Pandora's
obsession.
box. And it was a funny moment. I guess because like we just don't. It's we don't talk about Warhammer.
No, that's the thing. I outside of this stream or hanging out with Tom, I basically don't talk about Warhammer at all.
Yeah, because if it's other people who are not into it, you don't bring it up all the time.
No. But holy shit, that must have been. Yeah, that's never happened to me. Though, like someone I don't think knows about it suddenly brings it up. But I think I would accidentally just be the meme of the guy talking to the girl while she was scared.
yeah, exactly. Just you endless like barrage.
Yeah.
But no, we just like talked more broad scope about like how we think they could handle the series or stuff like that. But it was interesting to hear like some people who are like a lot more like not as they don't play the game.
Yeah.
They've not been into it as long, and
A bit more of a normies sort of point of view.
but people who are like really into like film and television,
Okay.
like their like takes on like
what sort of takes did they have then? I'd be kind of interested to know.
Like it was stuff like they were just like making very obvious, not obvious points, like clever, smart points about. Chances are they're probably not going to be doing a ton of alien stuff season one because it's expensive, and so they were just convinced it was going to be like Chaos Space Marines, like there'll be a chaos, but no, like chaos like cultists.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And then
I think it might even be entirely on a ship or in a hive world or something like that, somewhere where it can just be corridors and rooms.
Oh,
you don't have
shit.
to have grand vistas of Gothic cathedrals and all the rest of it.